making Christmas ornaments. I was looking for, I do dolls and doll houses and stuff. If you follow some of my videos, you know I chat about stuff. And I was looking for, I actually go buy like antique photographs at antique stores that are the right scale to put on the wall on my doll houses. And I was looking for a cheaper alternative to gold frames to look very sort of Victorian. While I was digging around for that, I stumbled upon these little wood die-cut frame craft pieces on Amazon, and I thought, you know, those would make really pretty Christmas ornaments. So my original thought, I was going to paint them, and these were the best ones. So I tried putting them on like a foam, I tried putting them on cardboard, I tried propping them up. They just, maybe if I spray painted them it would have turned out better. I don't know, but because there's so many little holes and die cuts, it just was a mess. You can see that this was just a mess on the back. So my idea was I wanted to make two-sided ones and or make it look neat on one side, but so that didn't work out. The red one was just as terrible. So I abandoned that plan. Luckily I only did two. Turned out okay. So if you're just worried about doing one side, it turned out okay, and you could cover the entire back with felt if you wanted to. But I sort of wanted it so when it turns it wasn't too hideous on the back, so you didn't have to use it as a back of the tree ornament. Anyway, so I abandoned the plan and I just went with, okay, I'm going to just leave it the natural wood. And it's a nice natural wood, and the edges inside are like darker, like I think because it's probably been burnt, you know, like it's like a burning type of laser thing. So there's a little darker, so it's nice of shadow looking. So I got the little frames off Amazon. I'll put all the links to all this stuff. And then I was shopping for some other, this all came together because I like bought pieces as I was going. I was looking for some other fabric for a different project I was doing. Retro fabric with little cats to make a toaster cover, which I'm going to cover later on in a different video. And I stumbled upon this retro on Spoonflower. If you are a seamstress and you haven't checked out Spoonflower, you need to do so. It's a bit pricey. I would say it's a lot pricey. If you're just buying 1 yard of something for something special, it's okay. It's like $18 a yard. And once in a while they'll have a sale. And if they send you a coupon, make sure you buy everything you want using that coupon, because they hardly ever send out coupons. I got a coupon because there was an order lost in the mail and they had to replace it, and as an apology they sent me I think it was 40 or 35% off something. It wasn't a 50% off, but it was 35-40% off. That's the only coupon I've ever got. So if you get a coupon, make sure you use it. That's just a little word about Spoonflower. Anyway, this, and I'll also provide the link to this. It has little, they're all like retro, like if you find them on a retro Christmas card or wrapping paper, and it's just such cute little, trying to get them so you can see them all here. They're all different angles. Little snowman, Santa Claus. Anyway, I thought, well, those are all and they're small. Usually fabric, they're larger scale, but these are all about 2.5 to 3 inches long. So I bought the little frame, and I had cut out the little sections of the fabric, like from the fabric, and these frames they have different sizes of these on Amazon too. While you're going and looking, you can see what else they have. These are just about almost 6 inches from the widest to the longest point, and then the little window is just a tad over 2.5 inches long there. So I cut my fabric and took out the picture I wanted to. These two are drying. I used the little cat and the little snowman. So, and these would also work good with if you're making kid pictures, or if you teach Sunday school or something like that. I mean, they're just a little pack of, I can't remember, I think they were a pack of 10. And I don't remember how much they cost, but I usually don't spend very much money, so they probably weren't very expensive. And I'll list the links to all that down below. So my next thought was, okay, I would like to get some kind of gems that I could use. I had some left over from another craft project that were self-adhesive diamond crystals, and then I had some self-adhesive pearls. So I had those, but I thought some colorful ones might be nice. So I sent off for this assortment. I think it was $4 for these assortments of flat back faux gems. But they're assorted colors, which ordinarily these would have been colors I would have liked, the purples, the pinks, because that's how I roll. But these were for Christmas ornaments, and so I had the 2 green ones that I put on the cat ornament, and this red one. And I think there's 1 red square one, and the rest are not. There's some gold ones. The rest are not Christmas colors, so I was sort of, you know, not upset, but I was disappointed. That's a good word. Because I wanted to use more of those. But anyway, so I've stuck primarily with the crystals and the pearls. And the other things I used on this, clear vinyl. You could use clear vinyl, like I did, or you could use clear plastic. You could recycle plastic from a packaging. It's just, you know, just clear. And I'm using a glue gun. What I'm going to do is, and one thing I have learned about the glue gun is you don't want little glue tails, I don't know, for lack of a better word, to get on your vinyl. So you want to do that around on the outside and clean up any glue tails that are in the inside before you stick your vinyl on. So then I'm just covering that with the vinyl. So now I have the vinyl on there, so it's going to protect it, or clear plastic, whatever you want to use. And I already have my little guy cut, and I've cut a piece of felt that will cover the square on the back. I'm going to put a little bit of glue along the edges of my fabric, and I'm not like clumping it, just a little bit. I mean, you could even use Elmer's glue for this, or fabric glue. And I'm not putting it in the middle. And then I want to center it on my felt and press it down. So I have, you could use paper or cardstock too. I'm very versatile in my stuff, my craft. So now see, I'm going to line this up. And again, I'm going to put the glue on the felt around here. And then I'm going to line it up where I want the image to be, and then push down. This would be an awesome craft to reuse and recycle last year's Christmas cards, or Christmas cards you got in the mail that have pretty, you know, I always like the ones with the glitter on them. So this is an awesome way to recycle Christmas cards if you don't want to buy the fabric. In fact, that if someone sent you a special card, you could cut out the picture and you could write on the back that it was from that Christmas card. You could even cut out the person's signature and glue it on the back. Right dimensions on my vinyl and my picture. I just used in a blank frame on paper and traced and cut the little rectangle out to use as a pattern, so it made it a little easier there. So now all that's left to do is decorate it. I'm using the Crayola glitter glue is what I did around for the accent. I'm sure there's other brands too. Those were the cheapest ones, and so those ones I bought. And I also am using metallic embroidery floss for my hang ties. So the decorating part is just sort of up to you, however you want to decorate. And you could glue you have other flat back cameos or other buttons or something. You could really use a lot of different ideas to do that. And then again, try not to, you just want to gently squeeze, because otherwise you can get a big blob. And I found that doing these is best directly overhead, and if you can't get a good angle directly overhead, you need to move your whole project around. They don't do well on a slant at all. Okay, I'm not real happy with that. That very first one I did came out sort of watery, so I'm going to have to let it the one thing about the glue gel is you don't want to keep messing with it. It'll just make it. So I'm gonna have to let it dry, and then I'll come back and put some more over there. I did my ties, made just to make a loop and tie a knot. I'm gonna poke my loop through. So you have your loop, and then just pull your knot through your loop. See if I can put some white on this so you can see it. Does it help? Pull it up through the loop. And then, let's see. So you want to pull it up through, put it up through the loop and just pull it. And that just gives you a nice thing there. So that's all there is to it, and they have to dry obviously, but so this is just a quick little Christmas ornament. It was fun, and they, like I said, they had different shapes of little wood frames, so if you don't like the ones I had, if they're too frilly for you or whatever, just look around on there and you could probably find something that you like. So this has been Angie from Canterbury Trails Farm. Thanks for joining us. Merry Christmas.